Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now this is my first Q&A on the Complex series. Now, I know we are pretty early on in the series, but I do want to sort of do this just so I can see that people have questions on it and following it, and just see what people think of the series. And yeah, I have quite a few questions on the series. Unfortunately, some of them I just can't answer because I can't reveal that sort of information, especially this early on. Like, some of them literally are basically like, if I answer that, I answer the whole lore. So, yes. But some of them I can answer. Some of them I can sort of answer. But overall, I do have some pretty good questions. So, the first question is one of the ones I can't really give a proper answer to. And that's, where and when does it take place? Is it on Earth? Now, I definitely can't answer where. Obviously it takes place in the complex, but I'm guessing it's kind of like, where is the complex? And I can't answer where the complex actually is. And I can't answer anything about what Earth has to do with this. But as for when, it doesn't really matter when it takes place. Like this, I do actually have a prequel series planned out for this. So it is in a timeline, but as for when, that's not insanely important right now, and even if it was, I wouldn't really be able to answer that. So yeah. Now, this is about the ducks. So so I've got a question here about the ducks, which is, I always get questions about random things, even when it's, when I did the ducks Q&As, I got questions that didn't have anything to do with them. But I can answer this. How are the humans doing after the series ended? The humans, basically after the credits, they've kind of gone back to their normal lives. And the Ducks series, right, it's not really important for the complex, of course, what happened to the characters. The Ducks isn't canon in the complex. The Ducks and the complex take place in completely different universes. So yeah, but it's just a nice question about the Ducks. If you ever had a chance to bring back the Ducks, would you? Unfortunately, I would never probably bring back the Ducks, because the Ducks was, I would say it was very poorly written, but it wasn't written at all. Like, there was no script, which is already saying, that it just isn't good to bring back. Like, lore was really tangled in places. There was no clear structure to flashbacks. There was never really a clear answer, even though we did kind of get lots of different answers, and there are things that literally went nowhere, that got cancelled. It's definitely not going to be as polished and neat as this series, so I probably would never bring back the Ducks. And on Christmas Day, will you ever tease us a new series? This is a very random question, but not particularly on Christmas Day, but yes, there is other series planned that are in the same universe as the complex. As I've already said, there's a prequel series, and there definitely will be sequels. This universe I want to expand. Like, I don't want this to just be one series like the Ducks. I want this to be a whole universe. What was your inspiration for making this new series? Now, I like this question, and I can answer this. I liked the Bionicle storyline, and I thought it was great, and I did try and make a series that was like an alternate universe of Bionicle, but that just didn't really work out, and I thought, why not take the Bionicle figures, modify them, do whatever I want to them, and make a completely new story. So this has nothing to do with Bionicle. I'm not saying it's Bionicle at all. Like, it's not even in that universe. It is just a completely new story using those figures. And I think this is going to be a good story of it. And that was kind of my inspiration, just seeing Bionicle. There definitely will be things inspired by Bionicle in this. There will be things inspired by the Ducks even. There's lots of different things in this, but it was definitely inspired heavily by Bionicle, based off the main theme. This next question's interesting. You gave credit to a collaborator doing your sound. Yes, I do have a collaborator doing sound every now and then for this. But it's not like a proper team yet. But, one day it would be interesting to have a team making this series, but of course, the animation, everything's mostly going to be done by me, but credit for Sancho Lego for doing sound effects and sound design for parts of episode 3 and 5 so far. I love this question. Who's the main villain? Now, of course I cannot answer that, but people may think it's the vent bug leader, but it is not the vent bug leader. The vent bug leader is insanely important, and, definitely is going to have a lot of character development later on, but he's not the main villain. The main villain of this series is going to be a very big reveal, but of course I can't give a definitive answer, but yes, this question will age very well. Is the complex where the whole series will be set, or is it a big or small part of another world? The complex, definitely the whole series, or at least this series alone, not the prequel or the sequels. This series will probably be set mostly in the complex for the majority of the series, but I'm just saying now because of course the complex is somewhere. That's kind of one of the things, we've got to figure out what the goal is, where the complex is, who the main villain is. So yes, we will go outside the complex one day, but that is in a long time from now. And yes, it is a small part of another, not really another world, but a universe that I'm setting up. Are Taz and Gut main characters? Yes, Taz and Gut are made to be the main characters of this series. Originally it was Taz who was going to be the main character, but I'm thinking Gut has taken more on that role. But Taz and Gut are definitely the main characters, and we'll get most character development coming from them later on. So they're definitely not just introduction characters. They will be seen again. Why are the villains attacking? Where did they come from, and will they get stronger over the episodes? Fortunately, I can't answer most of that, but as for will they get stronger over the episodes, yes, all the characters are going to get stronger. There will be technological advancements, upgrades, all that. We will see progression in strength, so they will get stronger over the episodes. Are all the characters robots or living things or cyborgs? Now, they may seem like robots right now, and I'm not saying they aren't. The vent bugs are living things. The vent bugs are completely organic. But as for the main characters, I can't entirely reveal that. Yes, I will. It isn't really a secret that they're mostly robotic. So they're definitely, their physical form is robotic, but more on that will be revealed later. That is one of the things in this series that hasn't fully been finished out yet. This is an interesting question here. I'm not sure how I will answer this, but does it happen in the same place as the ducks? And no, it does not happen in the same place as the ducks at all. It's not the future of the ducks. I think this is more like, is it in the same universe as the ducks? But no, the ducks and this series have nothing to do with each other. I don't want to relate this series, this well-written series, to the ducks, which was a great series, but the story and plot definitely probably needed to be written better. Well, if written, probably should have been written at all. Now the next question is, I know I'm late, but will you retire on Skibidi Toilet or not? And unfortunately, I know I've said this before, but I think I'm probably officially finally retiring from Skibidi Toilet content. It's just not. I don't want to be known for making that. I'm not saying Skibidi Toilet's bad. I'm just saying I much prefer making completely original content that's in my own universe that I've created. And Skibidi Toilet content probably won't return. I recently did make a complete Skibidi Toilet animation, but I don't think I'm gonna edit that or post it, especially with the current drama in the community that isn't looking good. I just don't want to, Skibidi Toilet is definitely not a good time to be making that content, and I want to make original content anyway. So yes. Now we've only got one more question, and this one I guess I've kind of already answered, but how many episodes will there be? I like this question because while I can't give a definitive answer, I think over 100, because if the complex, there could very well maybe be 80 episodes like the ducks, but for this universe, I want this to be something that doesn't end for a while. Like, I want it to continue after this series. I want us to see new worlds, new places, new characters. And, you know, it's definitely got potential to grow beyond just this series. Because, yeah, so there will be many, many episodes. Of course, everything has to come to an end at some point. But there will be more episodes of this than the Ducks. You know, with all the universes combined. So, yes. So, hopefully you enjoyed this Q&A. I will do more in the future as the series grows bigger with more plots and things. But, you know, this first Q&A is kind of a good thing to set up this scene. And, yes, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.